Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. See what famous Yellowstone spin-off star is joining Landman Season 2. Sam Elliott, the star of Yellowstone spin-off 1883, is joining the cast of another Taylor Sheridan project. After playing She Brennan in 1883, Elliott will appear as a series regular in Season 2 of Landman. No details have been revealed yet about his role, but a Screen Rant piece theorized that Elliott could be playing MTEX Oil's new landman and fixer. Tommy Norris, Billy Bob Thornton, fulfilled that role during Season 1, but after MTEX CEO Monty Miller's John Hamm death, Tommy was promoted. Production for Season 2 of Landman is already underway, and Elliott has been photographed on set. Over Memorial Day weekend, Ali Larter, who plays Tommy's ex-wife Angela Norris, posted a sweet Instagram snap of herself, Elliott, and Michelle Randolph, who plays Angela and Tommy's daughter Ainsley. Just 3 crows cackling. Larter captioned the photo of the trio hugging, adding a heart emoji. In addition to Elliott's role in 1883, which marked his first collaboration with Landman creator Sheridan, the actor is known for films including Lifeguard, Masks, Conager, Hulk, The Hero, The Big Lebowski, and A Star is Born. Elliott's history of appearing in westerns makes him a natural fit for Landman, which is set in West Texas and centers on the oil industry. He joins returning cast members Thornton, Larter, Randolph, Demi Moore, Kemi Miller, Jacob Lofland, Cooper Norris, Paulina Chavs, Ariana Medina, and Kayla Wallace, Rebecca Falcone. A release date for Season 2 of Landman has not yet been announced, and even the show's star doesn't know how the upcoming chapter will end. Last year, we had every episode when we started. We do not this year, Thornton told Golderby during an interview published earlier this month. We've only seen about half of it. I can tell you this much. I'm loving this season. The relationships are really growing and gelling, not only as actors, but with the characters. The Oscar nominee added that Landman is a show he'd like to work on for a while. I told Taylor, as long as you want me around, I'm here for this, Thornton said. I really love the show. I love doing it. I love playing this character, and I love the people I work with. Not only the cast, but the crew also is just stellar. Dust kicked up behind the black truck as it barreled down a Texas dirt road, the kind that buckled in the heat and shimmered like a mirage. Behind the wheel was Tommy Norris, once a roughneck, now a landman, a different kind of cowboy. One who swapped spurs for mineral rights maps and oil leases, but kept the same grit under his fingernails. He was a man who didn't fear the earth, he just learned how to make it pay. Played by Taylor Kitsch, Tommy is not your typical corporate shark. He walks into boardrooms in scuffed boots and a button-down that still smells like diesel. Yet there's something magnetic about him, his unshakable calm, the slow-burn charisma that turns silence into threat. In a world where deals are made in whispers over whiskey or threats in the oil fields, Tommy speaks both languages fluently. But to understand Tommy Norris, you had to go back, before the land titles and the suits started calling him Mr. Back when he was just a kid in Midland, watching oil derricks rise like iron skeletons against the sunset, mesmerized by the machinery and the men who commanded it. His father was one of them. Big Mike Norris, a roughneck legend who could name every oil play from the Permian to the Bakken and had the busted knees to prove it. When Mike died in a rig collapse, Tommy was just 15. The oil company sent flowers. The rig kept pumping. That's when Tommy learned the first rule of Texas oil. The ground doesn't care who it buries. The second rule? Own the mineral rights. Everything else is just dirt. Years later, Tommy's no longer covered in grease, but he's still dirty, just a different kind. His job now is to secure land leases for big energy. To find the desperate, the willing, the blind, anyone who'll sign for a check, and he's damn good at it. But Landman, the series isn't just about oil. It's about what people are willing to trade for power. It's about towns that rise and fall with barrel prices, about broken families, toxic deals, and fires that burn underground long after the money's gone. It's about men like Tommy who walk the fault line between corporate ambition and working class opens with a bang, literally. A well explodes in Howard County, killing 3 and exposing decades of neglected permits. Tommy is sent to clean it up, which in his world means silencing witnesses, burying documents, and buying silence with oil-stained money. But the deeper he digs, the more ghosts he unearths, including some with his family's name on them. One of those ghosts is Caroline, a feisty environmental lawyer who used to be Tommy's high school sweetheart. Now she's suing the company he works for, blaming them for poisoned water and cancer clusters. She's the kind of woman who fights with facts and fury, and Tommy can't decide if he wants to kiss her or punch a hole in the wall every time they meet. Their chemistry is palpable, dangerous. Kitch plays Tommy with a slow burn intensity, his eyes always scanning, his voice low and deliberate. When he's in a room, everyone's waiting to see what he'll do. That unpredictability makes him both a threat and a savior. In episode 3, we see Tommy visit his mother's old trailer, long abandoned, rusted out, windows cracked like spiderwebs. He walks through it like a man visiting a church that's been desecrated, haunted by the life that could have been. There's a photograph taped to the fridge of him as a boy, standing beside his dad in front of a rig. That's the moment you realize Tommy isn't just chasing oil, he's chasing legacy, redemption, a chance to make the ground mean something more than death. As the series progresses, Tommy becomes caught in a brutal tug-of-war. On one side, corporate executives who see Texas as a chessboard. On the other, ranchers, roughnecks, native communities, and families whose land is all they've ever known. The stakes aren't just financial. They're spiritual, cultural, generational. In episode 6, a rival Landman, played by a cameoing Yellowstone alum, perhaps Cole Hauser, arrives, bringing chaos. He's sleazy, loud, dangerous, a man who poisons everything he touches. The contrast with Tommy is stark. If Tommy is steel, this guy is crude oil, dark, slippery, impossible to trust. Their confrontation becomes the backbone of the season, a personal, ideological, and legal battle that plays out across oil fields and courtroom floors. Meanwhile, the land itself seems to groan beneath the weight of it all. Earthquakes shake small towns, sinkholes swallow fields, water runs black. The price of ambition becomes harder to ignore. What makes Landman stand out is how it echoes the themes of Yellowstone, but shifts the battleground. Where Yellowstone was about cowboys protecting land from developers, Landman is about what happens when the developers win and the cowboys become them. And Taylor Kitsch, he delivers a performance that's raw and layered. This isn't a clean-cut hero's journey. Tommy makes bad calls, he lies, he manipulates, he betrays people who trust him, but damn if you don't still root for him. Because under all that, there's a man who believes there's a right way to drill into the earth and into people's hearts. The final episode of the first season ends with a choice: expose his company's crimes and lose everything, or keep the secrets buried and protect the machine that feeds him. The camera lingers on Tommy's face, lit by the fire of a distant flare stack. We don't hear his answer. We just see him walk into the dark. Because in Landman, there are no white hats. Just men trying to stay above ground while the world drills deeper. Would you like a version of this tailored to a specific actor or style, or expanded into a potential pilot script or character monologue?